evening on the Air Live News 24. My name is Lamiya Guseynova. Today my colleagues and me will tell you about the most relevant news of the week. Now we pass to urgent news. Our correspondent Daria Pirogova now tells us about the accident in the Tula region. As a result, 12-passenger bus accident Vladikavkaz-Moscow were hospitalized. A total of 15 people were in the cabin. The accident occurred on the 220-kilometer highway Don. The car suddenly made a sharp maneuver, slid into a ditch and fell on its side. As seen in the video footage from the scene, the bus severely dented. People had to be evacuated through a hatch in the roof. The citizens of our country have become victims of scams very often. Most people suffer from fortune tellers and psychics. Our correspondent Valerya Smirnova, with one of the experienced fortune tellers, will tell us what tricks use street cross in order to deceive you.
Look, here is Angelina, street fortune teller. She frankly admits that she can't do hypnosis and she doesn't know how to conjure.
Опытная цыганка может заработать день минимум 50 тысяч.
Angelina says that's the easiest way to deceive careless people because they have no sense of danger. They can deceive a person who has depressed mood. Such person will believe anyone who will offer help. And the easiest victim is a person who is drunk. It is very easy to rob a man. Like this.
Я могу гулять где хочу, как хочу и с кем хочу.
A boy with sad eyes is also our client. He has problems visibly. Most likely he is suffering from unrequited love.
Ее тебе вернуть. Погадать и приворожить.
Ну, я в это плохо верю, не нужно.
Ну это, ты как сам понимаешь, это стоит денег.
Ну, с собой только телефон.
Ну давай не телефон, тогда завтра денежки принесешь. Ну тогда встретимся на том же месте.
The young man quietly gave the phone. We recall that Angelina doesn't have hypnotized. It is just experience and psychology. Angelina came to this girl not by accident. She has appearance of a potential victim. She absently looking around without fixed on something. Such people are deceiving tale of evil lie on person and promise to destroy it.
Будет твои волосы, какая-нибудь крупная, 2 купюры желательно. Это, да, это поможет, это как, ну, это цыганский обряд.
And girls is fascinated and she doesn't understand what happens. Many people think that it is hypnosis, but is a well-known psychological technique.
Нужно много разговаривать, чтобы добиться своей цели. Нужно смотреть человеку в глаза, не нужно отводить взгляд.
Angelina came up to the people which, in her opinion, it is difficult to cheat. They didn't want to talk with our assistant. All these people were left with their money. By the way, everything that our expert took in the experiment, we have returned it to the owners. We also explained why they believe in our provocation. We hope that they will remember this lesson. Valerya Smirnova, the report based on material of First Channel, Russia.
Veteran of the Great Patriotic War of Karachay-Cherkessia received a medal for bravery after 73 years. Reward sheet was issued to a different name and was lost. We will know details in the next report.
He is 94 and he is back in the ranks. Hamid Kanamatov, a veteran of the Great Patriotic War, goes to receive the reward. The hero doesn't even knew that the medal was awarded. Strangers had told him this. Veteran's child to create a nominal page is in a social network.
Подписал их, где на некоторых было на обратной стороне написано, кто там с ним рядом стоит, его боевые товарищи. Выставил это все в интернет, и однажды пришло письмо от Головина Максима.
Maxim Golovin with wife Irina live in Moscow and for several years gathering information about the grandfather Nikolai Guskov who died. He along with 50 soldiers and officers fought in 1944 near Pskov. The archive found rare photos of those years.
Стали поднимать дальше, кто выжил, кто остался после войны и после 1945 года, стало понятно, что Хамид Абуч жив и здравствует до сих пор.
Spouses managed to find Kanamatов's reward sheet, but the name, place of birth, nationality and name of commissariat were changed. It's not by accident. After 1943, every Karachi's of Stalin's order were sent to Central Asia. The commander to save Hamid from deportation made changing in the list of fighters. But when captain should be to reward for being repaired cable under fire, the medal was made on a false name.
Страшный бой был. В лесу веток не осталось, одни стволы торчали. После обеда меня ранило. Я до конца боя, до темноты управлял, что мог делать. Меня перевязали, в общем, кровь остановили.
After the hospital in other military unit and under own name, he reached the Baltic. He took other rewards. Hamid Abdulovich barely remembers Officer Guskov, but he is very grateful that so many years he remembered and rewarded. But in his large family, everybody knows who their grandfather.
Он герой. Настоящий.
Valerya Smirnova, the report based on material on First Channel Russia.
Recently, the government of the Russian Federation has approved a bill to ban abortion and the use of baby boxes. The project was initiated by Elena Bizulina. How other citizens of Krasnoyarsky region have responded, we learn in the story of Daria Pirogova.
In our country, politicians are seriously thinking to ban free abortion procedures. So they want to increase the birth rate in our country and improve the rate of women's health. However, the majority of experts and the public were against such new things, so that project was not supported.
Я понимаю, почему это делают представители религиозных общин. У них есть нормы, которые предписывают им относиться к этому так. Нормально. Я ничего против не имею. Таковы нормы, ради бога. Но когда это делают всерьез представители светских организаций, у меня это вызывает некую крайнюю озабоченность, мягко говоря, по той простой причине, что есть достаточно большое количество материалов, говорящих нам о том, что эти шаги приводят к негативным последствиям. Все это проходили. Все это в истории проходили. Я начну не с абортов, я начну была в свое время очень популярная инициатива запретить контрацептивы все целиком.
Daria Pirogova, the report based on material of TVK.
I give the floor to Eugene Baranova. She will tell you what's new in the Siberian Federal University. Eugenia?
Thank you, Lamiya. So we go to the most important news of the Siberian Federal University. In Krasnoyarsk, on the basis of SFU, started the first Siberian Historic Forum. The first Siberian Historic Forum has passed in the Siberian Federal University Library. Its main theme is the development of the Siberian region. Scientists, teachers, students, employees of cultural institutions, and presenters of the executive power discussed the prospects of the economic, agricultural, demographic, and cultural development of Siberia. Who are from the young athletes of the Siberian Federal Region fittest? Top boxers of our age are trying to find out it in SFU. Details from the opening of competition in our next issue. Siberian Federal District Boxing Championship opens at the Institute of Physical Education of SFU. It is dedicated to the memory of the first rector of the Polytechnic Institute, Vasily Nikolaevich Borisov. Both young and experienced athletes take part in the competition. Pavel Izluchenko, boxer from Novokuznetsk.
Жизнь такая. Либо заниматься, либо воровать.
He is not going to stop on his achievements. However, all experienced fighters are worried before coming the ring.
Первый бой, с кем бы он ни находился, первый бой, надо прочувствовать ринг, он всегда тяжелый. А вторые, третьи бои идут как кураж уже.
Pavel's coach, Evgeny Lunyov, also is the boy's father. But Sov's attitude athletes did not have to wait. By the way, Evgeny has got 4 daughters. All of them are in martial arts. Evgeny and Pavel trained seriously, but still recognized that it is impossible to predict the outcome of the championship. Pavel won this fight, but there are still challenging 3 days next time. Championship results will be known only on Saturday, October 15th. It will after the judges will choose the best boxer who went to defend the honor of Siberia on the national competitions. In total, 100 athletes from 12 territories took part in the championship of the Siberian Federal District. 12 students are boxing from the university. Each of them were selected to receive title of the best.
Now we return to the studio. Lamiya.
Thank you, Eugenia. It was the most relevant news from Siberian Federal University. Now we are going to weather news.
Good evening, my name is Daria Pirogova and now about the weather. In St. Petersburg there is rainy and from 6 to 8 degrees about zero. In Moscow there is overcast, sometimes rainy and up to 4 degrees above zero. At the Altai territory there is overcast, heavy snow and rain and up to 2 degrees below zero. Petropavlovsk also all cloudy and snow, as well as up to 3 degrees below zero. In Krasnoyarsk there is cloudy, light snow and 1 degree below zero. Thank you for your attention.
We will follow the news. It was Lamiya Guseynova. See you in the next issue.